Hello and welcome to Codeweaver Plays Games. It looks like I have my audio all worked out this time. Last time I tried to do what I'm about to do, I managed to completely avoid the tutorial audio. What we're going to do is we are going to get into a little bit of The Climb on Quest 2. I've been doing this now and again, and can't do it for very long. I got friends who are bugging me for a little bit of common game time, but I need a little bit of exercise, and this is a pretty good way to go about doing it because I can do it in the comfort of my own home, and it's a lot of fun. So. I'm just going to do one last... no, actually, I think I got the audio check working out okay. So here we go. Can we see what's going on? So as you can see on my stream, I've got a viewport onto the world. And you can see what I see as I look around this space. The Climb is basically a simulation, if you like, of rock climbing. And yes, I could go out and do it for real, I suppose. I need a lot more training for the kinds of crazy stuff I'm doing here. I'm barely a beginner getting out there, on a rock wall. Doing this in... Whoops, that is not where I want to start. Doing this in this game is fun enough for the time that I have available to spend. Plus, gets you moving. All right. So, it's an older game. There's actually a second edition of this, which I have not even cracked the cover on, and I should at some point. So let's see if we can't figure out how to do this medium level climb. Whoops, I just accidentally hit the trigger, that's fine. So, got my hands, they're all chalked up. I will try to describe what I'm doing as I'm going. I'm going to do a slower climb right now and just sort of enjoy the experience. And I'll describe what I'm doing so that you can learn how to play this game a little bit, which I kind of did in the last video. I think this one is going to serve as a better tutorial. So, chalked hands, better for grabbing the rock and to hold on longer because with unchalked hands you spend more stamina because your hands get all sweaty. And also, so I can grab the rock and I can climb up like this. It's hand over hand, just using the trigger to grab the rock. But if I let go with one hand, the stress goes up on the other hand. But I can mitigate that by partially pulling the trigger and hold on with one hand in sort of a relaxed pose. Now, if I could do that forever over all the rock faces, I would never ever run out of stamina. But doing that as you're moving quickly, only pulling partway on the trigger, is kind of tricky. So, I usually go fast with full trigger presses, and then slower with the soft trigger presses, so that I can hang on and re-chalk my hands. All right. So, as you can see, we've got a couple of different ways we can go, and I'm just going to head off in this direction. Just hand over hand, hand over hand. And it's a little hard for you to see where I'm moving my hands, of course, because I'm not looking at them all the time. And the viewport window is not absolutely huge, the one I'm streaming to Twitch. Unfortunately, the easiest way for me to stream this is to use the Chromecast feature, which doesn't really give a widescreen view on this, but that's all right. I will have to make do. Right. Every time I cross one of these markers, it's sort of a checkpoint, so that if I fall, I only go back part way. Now, I'm going to have to re-chalk my hands, so holding on carefully with one hand, then switching hands, get that little blue puck halfway down. I call it half puck level, or a soft grip, and that just enables me to get my hands re-chalked, which just makes this a little bit safer. And I'm just doing hand over hand. I'll try to actually look at my hands as I'm doing this a little bit. Alright, so the route that I'm going to take is over in that direction, so let's just keep on moving, hand over hand. Now some of these ledges are a little bit harder to grip onto than others. Now which way do I want to go? Now as you can see, I can kind of go up and to the left or up and to the right. Doesn't really matter for these purposes. They're both valid paths. So I'm going to go up into the right. Now, because I don't really have legs, my leg, they're not being tracked by the quest or anything like that. They're basically just sort of, you can pretend that they're dangling below me. I'm really just a pair of hands in this game, but that's okay. The other thing that's interesting is if I push my left hand and pull my right hand away from the wall, I don't rotate. I guess this is to keep people from getting ill as they're climbing, because rotation tends to be a bit of a problem. I kind of wish I could do that, or at least unlock that mode so that I could rotate the way I want to rotate rather than the game choosing which way I'm facing against the rock. But I may not feel that way if I actually had that ability after doing it for a while. So yeah, it's just that when I go around a corner and I grip things on a different corner, it reorients me quite violently. Do I like that? Probably. I don't know. They probably tried to do it the way I'm describing, and it caused people issues. So you can see actually there's a bit of a snap every time I grab, but there's also a bit of a rotational snap every time I turn a corner, like I'm about to do here. So if I grab this, you can see that it's rotated me around. Right? Now I'm screening, so I have to chalk up my hands. I don't consider that game breaking, the rotation thing. I just kind of wonder what it would be like without it. Like to be able to control it myself. Right? Because I'm swiveling on my hips right now, and it's basically keeping me, it's keeping my hands facing into the rock, and that's the default position for the body posture. Although I can rotate my whole body and rotate my head, so maybe that's just not a bad thing. Maybe that's enough. So my hands feel disconnected a little bit. Alright, never mind. I'm battling now. Let's just keep on climbing. It's quite pretty. You can see that these are just barely handholds, so I'm not going to be able to stay here for long. But now I have to reach over, and I can't cross my right hand over to that very easily. So I'm going to have to... could go up the right-hand side. Maybe I'll do that instead. Yeah, let's go up the right-hand side, because I think I've been that route before. So let's quickly just reposition myself here and just go up this way, just to be different. And you can see me reaching, and checkpoint. So yeah, I know I am talking a little bit about the technical aspects of this game. See, there was a rotational shift there, which I had no control over except by the way I was grabbing. I'm not sure how I feel about it. No, I'm talking a fairly technical aspect of this game that very few people are likely to care about, but a little bit of self-development myself, and so this seems interesting. Reach over. Hand over hand, that's all this is. But it is a bit of a workout in the sense that, you get a little bit of upper body burn. I am moving my arms, quite dramatically doing this. I probably look pretty goofy in my apartment, except of course nobody's here. That I know of. I'm creepy. So I came along, I did not come along the bottom of that. Oh, did I? Yeah, it's just not showing me. I think I may have come along the bottom of that and then up the side, right? And then, so now my options, I could go right and up to that marker, or I could go, left and up to that marker, or right and over to that marker. Let's go right. Okay. Can't go further up. I've got my checkpoint. And you can hear my heartbeat, which means my strain on my hands is getting a little high. And because they're sweaty, the stamina is running out faster, so let's just crank that. Now you saw the problem with my head and the screen going black. That's when your head intersects with something, and instead of trying to back the head and the body away from the surface, they just make everything go black. This is the one thing about this game I really don't like. It's livable. You just got to keep your arms a little bit more out in front of you. But I wish they'd had a better way to mitigate that head going through, like just pushing my head effectively back a little bit. And the reason why I say that is because there are certain situations in this game, especially when it controls the orientation of your body as you reach like around like this, yoink, that you can get your head caught when you don't expect to. And it takes a little bit of fiddling to sort of find an orientation to get your head out of the rock so that it stops being black. I would have preferred a different solution. I'm sure a different solution would have been harder. Okay, careful, soft grip. So reorient. Yeah, so just a minor quibble. Except now I'm stuck. So now I can do one of two things. So I think I meant to go up there to the platform, but to do that I've got to go down there. Now I can either leap over and try to catch the ledge, or I can drop down to the checkpoint. And I'm going to take the riskier move here. So I'm going to go to soft clamp, raise my arm up, get myself prepared to grab on, and give myself a reach. Now, there is a jump button, so you don't have to do that. But I'm in this partially for the exercise. Oh, hello. I'm not even up there. Yes, I can't do this. Oop. So that's a checkpoint. Okay. Time for the next section. I can eventually get over to mark the key because I'm going over that arch. That's kind of how this works. I'm going to reposition myself with one of the buttons, and what that does is it just centers my rock to wherever it is I'm standing in the apartment, which means that I just don't have to do it. So in fact, I'll just wander over to one of my walls. And of course, it's like walking off the cliff, but you can see that's where my wall is. If you reach out far enough, I can actually feel my physical wall. I don't have mixed reality mode turned on or whatever, so you're not seeing through the my apartment. Yeah, this just enables me to stay away from the walls, because I don't actually need to move my legs around that much, although because I'm basically using my hands to move around. But I do find, actually, I mean, I can wander around, and this is what it looks like when I do that. But the game likes you to remain centered. And I do move around a little bit on my feet, because that just happens. Timing, I guess. Yep. Now, again, I've got two routes. I don't think I've been rightward on this one yet, so let's try this. We can climb up and up to there, or we can go over. Incidentally, there are places you can get to their curtains. If you go exploring and try to go into places that are definitely not. Okay. Running out of stamina. Then what happens? Okay, so I can climb up there, or I can just climb up there, and I'm willing to bet that that's what I'm aiming for. So, John, I have to wait. Yeah, oh, yeah, there are, like, people, they mark them as little cameras that you collect that somebody is sort of told to do one of these carabiners. This is encourage a little bit of exploration. What you think? Take any route you want, as long as you're not engaging in a challenge that requires you to take a specific. Hand over the pattern. I'm going to take a moment to take a look at the beautiful environment. Behind me is I'm holding this rock face. And this is where you can do a little bit more foot movement. Alright. Then we're going to go, we can't get all the way there, so it looks like we are I think there was a route that could have taken us up there. Actually, here, yes. Yeah, we could have gone up here. Let's do that. Just for laughs. Way over. Small scratch. Great shot, my desk. And. Ooh. So now, pull on with one hand as I look around. Isn't that interesting? Oh, hello. Okay. Alright, now one of the things I can do actually is I can hit a button to get it to tell me where it thinks I should be, not that. It thinks I should be going that way and down. And then several different bifurcations. Isn't that interesting? I don't think I've ever gone up there and over the arch. Alright, let's do that. I'm going to reach for this. Alright. Get ready to do a re-grab. Here we go. Reach over. Nothing over the arch. Where would it suggest I go? Either down there and under, or that way and down. Oh, look at that. You can actually go under the arch and then back up and over the other side. Well, we're going to go this way, because I don't know if it's going this way. Partially because I'm yakking. Oh my god, that is a long way down. I could never do anything like this in real life. Well, maybe I could do this in real life if I really, I don't know. I certainly couldn't do it in the shape of it right now. Okay. And it is suggesting we go that way. I only want to look over here and see if I can around this corner. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Here we go. Hand. And up me. Well, that's just up from the arch, and that doesn't go anywhere, so that's actually not enough I want to go. Right, checkpoint. And we are going to stand up. Alright. Alright. Up this chimney. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. This is me with my hands sideways and under this. I've gone several directions up this face. Let's try this one. Reach. And here. And get this way. So, talk to your hands, shake the hands. Go. Interesting. Okay, grab that motor one. There, reach over. Only just. That's fine. Check. I've come all the way down here for no reason. Maybe there might have been a marker or a thing to see here. Oh, that one. It's saying I should go up, and I'm wondering actually if that is backwards to go over that side. I'm curious as to what's over there, right? So let's see if we can't do that. So I'll get myself a good way for me to do this. All right, there we go. There. Oh, no. Hold the trigger too hard. All right. Where? Oh, figure out. Alright, let's go down. Get back down to where we were, because now I'm determined to do that. It is the night, it will not be enough. Alright. Let's get myself chopped down. I'm a little careful here about keeping that in the center while I figure this out. Oh, and look at that. I've actually moved over to the edge of my room, just in the way that I've been moving with my feet around. And the game doesn't even require me to move my feet around in order to play it. So, peeking under my visor, I'm just going to recenter in the center of my room here. Whew, alright, here we go. Here we go. Cool, we've got almost where I understand. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was a rush. I wasn't even falling and that was a rush. Alright, there's a save point. But it's still saying I have to go back, which means that maybe this is actually heading backwards around the mountain. Yeah, because I went up and over that lip, didn't I? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think I did. Alright. So I just did that for precisely no reason. I know. I have to go backwards and do exactly the same thing again. Yeah, and I bet you that's where a camera was right there. Alright, here we go. We're going to do the same thing in reverse. See if I can make that to one of these jumps here. I'm not very good at this. Again, probably easier to use a jump button than it would be the fun. Here we are. Don't need to alright. Don't need to chop my hands when I've already reached the top. So I'm trying to climb it. So now we're going to do hard. So, as you can see, we're at night. We're in the same area, actually. A slightly different cliff face here. Oh, look at that. I guess those are floating paper lanterns, right? Yeah, we can see it here. Alright, so, nighttime climb. Lots of butterflies floating around. Hi, buddy. Alright, here we go. Which way do I want to go? I could go that way. Let's turn around here. I'm going to do this one a little bit more quickly. Let's see if we can go along. And she knows. Which is great when you're trying to climb a mountain. I need to switch hands, so. up. That one's not out of reach. My arms are sinking up this. Can't leave the cross here. Okay. As you can see, that's my handhold. Those are all handholds that are great. I really want to get the travel past those. Now I'm going to be doing some crazy stuff on the underside. Cliff face. Whoa, okay. I'm not going to do that. Maybe your handhold here somewhere. Let's check this out. No. Well, there is kind of one around my stomach. Let's see if we can't clean that off. Nope. Okay, so we're going to have to change hands. Here we go. Alright. Then, where would that have gone? Okay, so now what I'm curious about is where that goes, right? So I'm going to do something a little crazy here. Let's... I don't know if I can reach down there and brush that off. Ooh, that's a little bit much. Some more chalk on hands. Can't reach. Okay. So weird. I don't know where this is going exactly, but I'm super curious now. Now that's something that you can theoretically grab. It'll hurt yourself by which I mean it'll run out your stamina. Okay. So I shouldn't be able to grab it. Okay. I don't even know which side of the mountain. This is super interesting. I have to launch myself to get over there. I didn't even consider the insanity of invisible animals. Totally operate. Where does it think I should be going from here? Yeah, see, it thinks I should be going. It thinks I should be going up, which kind of makes sense, right? Go up and over that, and then around back to where I was. Then where did this have come from? Is that literally just around the corner from where I started? That must be. And it's just not rendering. You can see a little bit of popping as some of these come into scope, right? As some of these come into view. So I must have just made a big circle, and I must have gone under where I currently am. Super strange. That must be literally right above where I started. That's hilarious. I've come full circle. Oh, that's okay. I should go this way then. Except that just has me going back around, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Okay, well, I've done all of this for nothing. I must have gone around that way and then up and over. Kind of predictable. All right. Well, let's go this way. Right, and there's the rocks I was saying are able to be damaged right back there. So let's see if we can't do this a little bit quicker. Always drop down on 2 fingers like that. Alright. So we are going to be a little bit less stupid about this time. Not completely stupid about it. Alright, up and over. And there's that whole head in the rock thing. You can get a little bit of a better shot on. That was ridiculous because I went about twice as far as I needed to. But that's okay. Up we go. Up we go. And then into this log. Whoop! And because I did not test that I was properly grabbed before I did that. Let's try that again. It's better. Here. Under my hands, way above my head, otherwise my head's going to clip right into that wall. And eventually, I'm going to get under that, climb up and over and across the logs. But let's see, I don't know if I can leap that far though. I don't know if I can actually. Can I get myself on the other side of this? That was a fail. I want those to lock in over there. So that's fine. So now I can go under this. Or I can this way. There's definitely a non-solid bit of rock there. Let's see if we can do this. We're going to need to be properly chalked up to set some of this rock. Huh. So that's that rock there, and I've never got the hang of hanging off those things. So let's see what we can do here. And up. Well, this is why I don't do this in real life. All right. Up. I want to go down. All right, let's see if I can do this. Okay, so. Drop in that way. Ooh, that hurt. So what that does is effectively drain your stamina. Hey, look, there's a camera. There's one of the Easter eggs. But if I get down there, I'm probably not going to be able to survive for very long. I got it. I think I got it. And I think that may be the way you're supposed to get that. I think. At least I don't know a way. I might have been able to grab and then reef myself back up. Maybe. Yep, I think I got it. I got the Easter egg down there, and there's nowhere else to go. So the only way for me to get back up, I think, would have been to very rapidly leap back up the very same rocks. Okay, so this is something I want to try here. I haven't done this one. I want to be able to leap, but I got to be able to grab that. So let's get myself shot. So here we go. Oh, there we go. All right. Get myself pre-grabbed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a thing. All right. Middle puck. Drop. Reach around. Grab it. And there. It's a hard way around, but I'm feeling good about it. Okay, so make sure I'm in the center of my room. See if I'm okay on that front. Let's do this thing. So which way, left or right? I think I'll go left. I'm doing a lot of rights. Let's go left. Yep. Oh yeah. Grab it. Yep. That's right. Grab and grab. Okay. Go under this. So grab under. Oh God. Okay. Let's just re-grab that chalk. I'm gonna have to use that. I don't think I want to use the breakable one. I'm gonna use that one. There we go. It's like painful and it makes your head black, which is great. Oh God. Okay. I have to use the breakable in this one. I am taking the more difficult route this time around, and I feel goofy about that. That's fine. And over it. And hand up. Here. Alright. Okay, that is it. And I want to be doing that. Do that first. Second, grab onto it. That one. Chop. Okay. That really wants to come up on this side. That's fine. And Yahoo! Check that out. Some lanterns, paper lanterns, and celebrations. That is a long way down. I think they missed a trick in a way they could have just as easily had made you sensible. I don't know if there's a mode to do that in this. I mean, you could do it of your own recognizance, basically climb to the top, climb back down, I suppose. So, canyon. Should we do a canyon? Do I have time to do a canyon? Nobody's showing up in the chat room today, but that's totally cool. Alright. Let's give Dustwind some. I've done at least once most of the routes in this game, so I'm not going into this blind. But I haven't done it in a while. It still feels pretty fresh. And but there's one boulder activity I could never finish. It drives me nuts. Just it requires some high-speed motion across break on me, and then a leap up to the top, and I just don't have the timing. Oh wow. That is a pretty picture. Alright. Let's find out where this goes. This should be an easy climb, so give it more time. Sort of climbing all over this face, sort of as I choose to do. Fairly fast. Not even need to chop any hands right now. Although if I find an exciting route, of course I can just I can go up and over. I can't make anything like that. But is there something down? So that's the thing, right?
Oh!
No, there isn't. There doesn't appear to be anything that I can grab onto. We're literally looming out. So no strikes for me today. Let's back up. No way to go further up. There are people who can speedrun this like demons and just leap all the way down. Oh, no, I'm getting boulder climbing. Wow. She'll try an interesting route. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. That was super risky. It actually went across. Elegantly, I didn't claim all the rest. It's like I couldn't grab onto these at the same time. I won't have to back. The kind of glitch is me being incompetent. Alright, so I'm going to have to take a leap to get over there. Ready? It's good. Isn't that something? As I said, it's pretty easy to picture. Oh, these all the way over there, huh? Alright. Let's get myself ready for this thing. Let's do a little bit of grabby over here. Good. Clearly, it's good for me to go up and over, leap around, look around this and see it's there. Nothing as far as I can tell. Let's try this. Is there something over there? Oh, well, there is a line. Oh, I see. So I can do a line with that rock face, and then a line over to there, or I can go across the arch. I've done arches before, so let's do the line this time. it makes me grab it from the same side. That's unfortunate. I wish I could do hand over hand with my hands on opposite sides of this, but it's not letting me. That's okay. One of those things, though, where it's like, if I would naturally do it, hang on. Let me do it. Alright, dropping. There we go. Hopefully you can roll me, though. Let's go around the corner. Nothing above me. Oh, okay. Yeah. Anything below me? No. Anything interesting above me? Mostly just the path around. I don't think there's going to be anything on the other side of this, right? So, now here's the thing. Where next? I could definitely go that way because that's where the B marker appears to be, but I'm kind of curious about what's over here. It's just from here, it's just up. Up, down, alright. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Oh, I see. That's where I would have come across from if I had gone over the arch. I'm betting it's going to make me go down. No, it's not. Interesting. Okay. Okay. And up. Gotcha. And head over hand. Lock myself in. Now, where is the most interesting route, do you figure? Maybe over here? No. There's something up here. Oh, that is definitely where I came down, where I would have come down from. So let's get it to tell me where it thinks I thinks I should be going down. And across, right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a crazy thing. There we go. Boy, you feel the stomach drop right out from under you, I tell you. And over and up on the yeah, this is the easy one. Of course, you know, there's more complicated and more difficult routes on any of this. Next time I'll have to go where that arch is. Right. just hit a check. All of those could have broken at a moment's notice. I definitely can't. Here we go. Same goes that way. Fine. More interesting route. Straight up. Shall we try a fast one over the arch? Right back into the loop. We'll try a really fast one this time. This will be the capper to my evening. Alright, here we go. Fairly fast. Let's see if we can do this. slightly more complicated route in the middle of lazy route. So I cannot make that. Just reaching. Look at that, look at that. They say, as easy climbs go, this is not easy. Oh, I can't. Whoop, gotta go down. Alright. I'm just gonna move her up. Okay. Oh, well, I can. Right, this is where I did that other big leap. So let's see if we can do that again. Got it? Got it. Okay. Up. Around and up. And okay. Fast as you please. Alright. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. Let's get back That's fine. Alright, now around this side. Through this. Can't do those leaping grips when you're running out of steam. That was totally not fun. Realistically, and we did. A couple of falls. Not those. But we took I think, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I'm going to call it for my streaming evening. Maybe short streams is a lot of fun, but alright. So, where are we? I'm going to say thank you so much for joining me on my stream here. It has been absolutely delightful. Hey there, I just got here and the game audio is drowning out your voice. Just so you know, you are barely audible. Interesting. Okay, well, I'll have to try that. I shall have to try to balance that better when I play this game. It's a little hard getting the audio balanced for the quest. I don't know why it keeps jumping around like that. But I am going to end the stream, but I will be back probably in a couple of days to do more streaming and may even stream this game again. I'll have to keep an eye on it. Thanks so much for pointing that out to me. Alright, this has been Codeweaver Plays Games, and I'll see you in the next stream.